Pinterest is on, well, a little bit of a hot streak that I don't think the market really has caught on just yet. Let's talk to Pinterest CEO Bill Reddy. Bill, good to see you at the Milken Conference. I've seen you all around the world. Good to see you in California.
Yeah, good to see you again.
7 straight quarters of what? MAU?
Accelerating user growth, yeah.
How?
Well, it's a fantastic quarter, but it's really the culmination of initiatives that we've been putting in place over the course of the last nearly 2 years. And we hit an all-time high in users, 518 million monthly active users, and we've accelerated 7 quarters in a row on users across every generation and across every geography. But where we're really winning is with Gen Z. Gen Z is now 40% of the users on our platform and our fastest growing demographic.
That's like what, people in their late 20s?
Yeah,
what are they doing on Pinterest?
It spans sort of teenagers through college graduates and sort of folks early in their career, but they're coming for 2 primary reasons. One, we've really improved the actionability on the platform. Pinterest is where Gen Z goes to shop, and so Pinterest had previously been great at window shopping, but you couldn't really get to the things that you found. Over the last 2 years, we've really been opening the stores, making it really easy for users to connect to the things that they find on Pinterest. And that led to us more than doubling the number of clicks we sent to advertisers year on year in Q4 and in Q1. So that actionability and shoppability is really resonating, but then positivity is really resonating as well. We've really invested in making Pinterest a more positive alternative to traditional social media. And when you ask Gen Z, they will tell you that they see Pinterest as an oasis away from the toxicity that they see on much of the rest of social media, and that's cutting through. And it's a great example of doing well by doing good.
I want to get back to that, because I know that that's something you've been very focused on literally since you started at Pinterest.
That's right.
When you talk about shoppability though, is that the power of your AI, any new AI you're releasing behind the scenes to help people shop on the platform?
Yeah, absolutely. So AI has been a massive tailwind for us. And so we've done a few things. One, we really leaned heavily into large language models, next-gen AI, like GPU serving, things like that. We now use models that are 100 times larger than the models that we were using a couple years ago. That led to roughly a 10 percentage point improvement in relevancy of the recommendations we make to our users. But we've also been doing things to design our product to create great signal for that AI. So for example, we've really leaned into human curation at scale. So it's not just that users come to Pinterest to shop, they come to Pinterest and curate and put together outfits, put together room designs. And so when those users say, oh, I'd put this handbag with this dress and this pair of shoes, or to put together a room in this aesthetic, I'd choose this lamp and this sofa and this rug, that gives us really great signal to make better and better recommendations to our users by training the AI on that really unique signal. And importantly, it's helping users to do things that help them take action in their real life, not just keep them glued to a screen, but actually make their life in the real world better as well.
I'll put this question to you. So Warren Buffett's annual shareholder meeting, he sounded concerned on an AI after someone, I guess, made a video of him talking. Now I asked IBM CEO, does he share those concerns? He says, no, they're fantastic. What's your views?
I think like any technology, the AI is neither good nor bad, but it can be used for good or bad. And so I think it's a totally appropriate conversation to be talking about what could the harms be and how do you avoid those harms. And on our side of it, we're trying to prove that you can use the AI for good. So we've done things like inclusive AI. We've launched features like inclusive AI that we're doing that creates diversity by default in our feeds. We're tuning the AI for positivity. So roughly a year ago, when we saw each other last at the Cannes Festival, we launched the Inspired Internet Pledge, where we committed to measuring emotional well-being outcomes on our platform. And so we're tuning the AI to serve more things that help users come away feeling better about themselves. And so body positivity is an example of that, where we've launched body type AI so that people are able to see a more representative set. They can choose the body type that represents them best, see a more representative set of not just what the average fashion model looks like, but what they look like and what real people look like. We've done the same thing with like skin tone filters and hair pattern filters. And so these are examples where you can use the AI for good. And that's what we've been focused on, is like how do you use AI for good? And you can also use AI to avoid some of the bad things as well, where we've used AI a lot to get bad actors off the platform and build safety features through AI. So again, AI is neither good nor bad, like any technology, can be used for either, so we're focused on how do we use it for good, and how do we also use it to avoid the harms that could be possible.
You and I in the past have talked about TikTok, what a ban might be. It is what it is. But is the best possible thing that could happen to the internet is something like this gets banned and doesn't exist in the US, so we can go back to focusing on other things and getting life done?
What I would say, rather than comment on any one platform, we're not sitting back hoping for the demise of other platforms. We have accelerated with GenZ because we're doing something really unique in the world of social media. And it's on two fronts. Users come to Pinterest with intent. We're not an entertainment-based platform. Most of social media is entertainment-based. They use it in a lean-back entertainment consumption mode. Users come to Pinterest with intent and purpose, whether it's to shop or to make or to do or to buy. They're coming with some intent and purpose, and we're helping them fulfill that intent and purpose. So that actionability is very different than much of the rest of social media, and the positivity that we're investing in around making sure that we tune the AI for positivity, tuning for emotional well-being outcomes and more positive emotional well-being outcomes. You hear it from GenZ users. They will tell you they come to Pinterest because they see it as an oasis away from the toxicity of the rest of social media. So again, is it understandable that regulators are going to, pay attention? Governments and regulators will look and pay attention if they think there are potential harms. That totally makes sense. But we're not sitting around waiting for government action. We're focused on avoiding those harms on our platform, tuning for positivity, and giving GenZ something that's really great, that's different from the rest of social media.
Before I let you go, tell me if I have this somewhat right. So you have a deal with or a partnership with Amazon and Google. Do investors, are they underappreciating how those two partnerships will change your cash flow and your earnings over the next few years?
Well, what I would say is, I think you are seeing, the acceleration in our ad business really cutting through with advertisers. First and foremost, do we perform for advertisers? We more than doubled the number of clicks we sent to advertisers in Q4, and we did it again in Q1 and actually accelerated even further in Q1.
Is that because of Amazon?
It is really because of the actionability that we're bringing to the platform, and that's through a combination of efforts. A lot of it is retailers coming to us directly, but then we've also, as you noted, augmented that first-party demand on our platform with third-party demand coming from Amazon, who we've been working with for coming up on a year. Google we added more recently for international markets.
Okay.
And so that is helping to bring more shoppable, actionable inventory onto the platform, but it really is a composite effect. And what I would say is that when you step back from it all, Pinterest is firing on all cylinders. If you look at the initiatives I laid out when I came in nearly 2 years ago, that we went through at our Investor Day last September, our strength has been broad-based. We roughly doubled our revenue growth rate from Q4 to Q1. We doubled it from H1 to H2 last year. We doubled again from Q4 to Q1. And we've accelerated user growth in every geography, with every generation. And so it is really all the initiatives we've laid out around actionability and positivity, better performance for advertisers. All those initiatives are hitting and performing well, and so the strength is broad-based.
Well, the turnaround continues at Pinterest. Pinterest CEO Bill Ready, good to see you.
Thanks, Ryan.
We'll see you at Cannes. Hopefully
Look forward to it.
no sunburn for both of us this year.